Unit 10 Suggestions, Advice.
Read the following word groups aloud several times. Please don't try to learn by heart.
Your subconscious mind will do the job even without your knowledge and rush into your tongue whenever it is required.
Yes, your job is just read these word groups aloud several times.
Advising.
The best thing to do would be to send him a fax.
Why don't you let him have his way?
It's quicker to travel by car.
Give up bad habits.
Chew your food well.
Brush your teeth.
You should meet him tomorrow.
Don't you think you ought to send them some money?
If you feel ill, don't take any exercise.
I wouldn't do it.
Take it from me, it's no use waiting for John.
You ought to consult an advocate before it gets worse.
You'd better explain everything to the principal.
If I were you, I would go now.
Mind your own business.
Hold with both hands.
You ought to call the police.
Arrange, keep everything in order.
Write in ink.
Attend to the guests.
Wait till the proper time.
If I were you, I would dismiss him right now.
If you organize a music program here, you will have everyone complaining.
Sacrifice your life for the motherland, country.
Be careful against bad habits.
Do read this interesting story.
I think you shouldn't put it off any longer.
If you take my advice, you will turn a deaf ear to his complaints.
You should stop smoking. Asking for advice.
Should I travel by train or by air?
How should I dress?
Can you tell me what I should do?
I'm thinking of leaving.
I can't make up my mind whether to resign or not.
I'd like to ask your advice.
How do you think can I persuade him to go alone?
Could you give me a bit of advice?
What do you think I should do?
What do you advise me to do?
Do you think I must give up without any argument?
Phrases used to give suggestions, advice.
What about?
How about?
Why don't we?
Why don't you?
Why not?
I suggest we.
We could try to.
I'd like to suggest.
If I may make a suggestion.
Shall we?
Couldn't you?
You could try to.
Perhaps you could.
If I were you, I would.
We might as well.
You may like to.
Have you ever considered?
Have you ever thought of?
I think you should, ought to.
The best thing would be to.
It would be best if.
One way would be to.
Don't you think it would be a good idea to?
Do you think it would be a good idea to?